Anyway, Peb, did you have your hand up?
Yeah.
On this point?
No.
Okay, then this gentleman here, and then you're next.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you invite just journalists to your conferences, or do you also have representatives from the entertainment industry? Or would you consider inviting folks from the entertainment industry?
Well, the purpose is to get print and broadcast media, and so we have people from NBC and CBS and ABC and National Public Radio, and then we have writers from Newsweek and Time and U.S. News and World Report and the Weekly Standard and the New Republic and the New Yorker and Atlantic Monthly. But no, we haven't done this for the entertainment industry. And what we could do is invite somebody who covers the entertainment industry. That would work. So if you know people in the press that you think should be invited to these things, by the way, let me know. I mean, we invite certain people back continually, and then we try to bring in new people. And we keep it at 24. By the way, if you want to read the transcripts of these, and they're all up online, it's at pewforum.org. Pew, P-E-W. Pew Forum, F-O-R-U-M, at pewforum.org. Pew Forum is, I'm the convener of the conferences. Pew Forum helps pay for them. And they're on their website if you go under transcripts. And you can see all these discussions there. And I warn you, when you print them out, however, they do come out to about 38 or 40 pages. That's the only complaint I've had of the transcripts. They're awfully long. So it was a 2.5-hour discussion. Pep?
Most of us here are interested in effective organizations and effective movements that create change. And I'm an unabashed enthusiast for Michael and what he does. We might be interested in knowing how you're structured. How are you funded? And it might be appropriate to bring that up. Would you like to do
Well, that's very kind of you, brother. That was not a plant. But I can handle it. No, that's very kind, Peb. I had a grant from the Pew Foundation, and I ran this through my think tank called the Ethics and Public Policy Center, and we did this for many years. And then Pew Foundation put together their own think tank in Washington called the Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life. And the director of the Pew Forum came to me and said, Michael, we want you to keep running these conferences, but they're now going to become our conferences, not Ethics and Public Policy Center conferences. But we want you to be a senior advisor to Pew Forum, run the conferences, but they're going to have our brand. So the Pew Forum pays for the expenses of all the journalists and pays all the costs for 2 days. And then they pay just part of my salary. And then my work with the journalists that's not covered from the Pew Forum is supported by good friends like you. So if you'd like my card afterwards, I'd be glad to give it to you. But no, the point is that the Pew Forum covers the cost of the conferences and part of my salary, and then my work with the media, which is, I just have to say, I've developed a lot of relationships. I'm constantly getting calls now about Pentecostalism and about Sarah Palin. Because of these relationships, I was on the Jim Lehrer NewsHour to talk about the Reverend Jeremiah Wright issue. And because a week after his Philadelphia speech, they want to know, this is over now, right? This is over. I said, no, it's not over. It's not over. But anyway, all that to say that, did I do it, Peb? Did that sort of get to what you're asking?
My other point, and I don't want to dominate this by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's great to see these consequential opportunities here, and for a few bucks, this guy is one of the most effective returns on investment in our. I think his budget probably is like $150,000 and needs 70 or 80. He doesn't even have a secretary, and he's making these big changes. I'd love to see this.
Pep, I'd love for you to just come on up here and just stand right here.
If he wasn't a fan, you should have planted him.
Pep's talking that way because he's been to their conferences twice and brought Rick. The wonderful providential thing about, I'll just tell this story, Pep, is, they're on, so we want to know what a megachurch is. And I said, what if we got Rick Warren? They said, well, that would do. And so I called Peb and I said, Peb, I know it's only 2.5 months out, but could Rick come to Key West to do on our journalist conference? Peb said, I'll get back to you. He called me back and said, Rick, that night, the beginning of the conference, that night is speaking at a dinner in Key Largo. So we'll come over right after he speaks. And then Rick spent 2 days with us there. It was a great blessing. So Peb is speaking that way because Peb has actually been. Ralph, you're next, and then I think, did you have your hand up?